Metal Up World, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and metalmotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing on the power of realization. Now, this is all being shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, and you can learn more about that if you visit the link below. But all this week, I'm talking about the power of realization. What do I mean by realization? Well, you've probably heard the word realize before. When something is made actual, when something is made real. But you've also probably had realizations before, when you came to a full and complete understanding of something, when you realize more in a way than comprehension, but in a way in which you fully understood that something was real. Not just understandable, but actually real. You see, you can not understand the meaning of a movie that you saw. Everybody else seemed to get it but you, right? Or you might not understand the meaning of a novel or the meaning of a painting or something like that. And then someone shares with you what the real meaning is, and you say, oh, now I understand. Now I realize what happened. Well, that's not the kind of realization. I'm talking about something even deeper, where the realization is an actual one, not just something about a story. But I mean where you truly believe, where you truly know in your heart of hearts that something is the case. Now, why the hell is this important? The power of realization is important because this is when belief goes into action. This is when belief makes a difference. Now, regardless of your religious or spiritual background, it really doesn't matter to me, because I think you're going to get something out of this either way, because no matter what you profess to believe, you have realization, you have a form of belief that is operative no matter who you are. There are certain things that you just believe. Even if you say you don't believe in things like God or whatever, you still have a basic belief about certain things. For example, I doubt highly that you're going to lose a wink of sleep tonight worried about the fact that the sun will not rise tomorrow morning. Of course not. You have a found belief that that shall be the case. Now, the belief is based on what's happened in the past, but how do you know? How do you really know that the future is going to resemble the past? You say, well, it's always been that way. Well, yeah, but maybe tomorrow it will be different. Maybe tomorrow you'll touch a flame that's actually cold. How do you know that flames you will always touch will be hot? Now, this is a bit of a philosophical thing we're talking about. But my point is that when it comes to realization, you operate in belief in all sorts of areas of your life that don't always altogether have proof. Now, you have pretty good ground to believe that the sun is going to rise tomorrow and that flames are going to be hot tomorrow, and I would agree with you. But the point is, it's still an assumption. It is an assumption on our part, but is one we find there to be evidence. But when I say this thing is deeper, it's because regardless of what's happening outside you, factually, this is what you believe. Now, there are people who believe certain things as fact that aren't actually fact. Isn't this what phobias are, right? When someone has a phobia, they have a belief about something that is not an actual fact. If someone has an acrophobia, a fear of spiders, and you try to put a daddy long leg spider on their arm, they're going to freak out. Why? Is that daddy long leg really going to harm them? No, we know the daddy long leg is not going to harm them. And they can know it too. Does it make a difference? Nope. They have a phobia. What is a phobia? A phobia is an irrational fear. What is fear? Fear is a belief. It's a belief about what is going to happen if you do a certain thing, go a certain place, encounter a certain thing. Fear is a belief. Okay? But that fear does not have to have any physical evidence to be active. You can have these beliefs regardless. So it doesn't really matter what's happening circumstantially. What matters is what's happening in your mind. What matters is what's happening inside your heart. What do you truly believe? Now, when this is going to become powerful, I'm going to be talking about just getting over fears. What I'm going to be talking about is the real power of realization. When you realize or actualize that something is the case, that this is a fact. Well, why would that be powerful? It's powerful because you are limited by your disbelief about what the possibilities are in this universe and what the possibilities are in you. And it's holding you back. Because if you truly believed, if you truly realized what you were capable of and what's possible, then you wouldn't stay where you are. You stay where you are because you really don't believe. You really don't believe those things happen for you. Maybe they'll happen for somebody else and it's easy for you to believe that, but you don't believe it happens for you. Maybe you don't believe in the principles. Whatever it is, once realization comes, everything changes. That will be the impetus that causes you to go into action, because once you believe, once the coin drops, as they say, you will truly go into action. That is the power of realization. And that's what I want to talk about all this week. I want to deconstruct some of your doubt, deconstruct some of your disbelief, and begin to rebuild in you a power of realization where you can become convinced of something that's really possible in your life. You know, the last president ran on the campaign, Hope for Change. Do you understand what the word hope means? It's not a confidence, man. Hope is not a confidence. Hope is just hope. Man, I sure hope so, right? I sure hope that happens. Hope for change. Well, yeah, because a politician can't really give you change, okay? So all you're going to get is a hope. I'm not talking about hope. When I say realization, I'm talking about fact. It will change. Not hope for change. It will change. Things will change. And the power of realization is what will move you from a hope into fact. From just a hope to an absolute conviction and assurance that the things that you've dreamed of are going to come to pass, because you have the greatest thing to depend on, yourself and the principles of success that govern this world. Can you dig it? I hope you can. So I'd love to have you in this series all this week. If you'd like to see the rest of this series, then please sign up for my Life Domination online coaching program today. It's easy to do. Just follow the link below. It is all shown in a private Facebook group. That's what the coaching group is. I administrate this private group. The only other people in there are people just like you, just like me, very motivated, happy, people trying to make changes in their life. The Life Domination Coaching Group is a great way for you to get yourself on track to success, to give yourself a little path, to get together with some other people, to have some accountability. And you're going to learn, you're going to grow. And it's all video based, and in my archives, which you'll have access to, are over 500 videos that have already been produced. You'll have access to those as well as this series this week. There is no contract. You can sign up anytime and you can quit anytime. So I want you to be a part of that. Just visit the link below, Life Domination Coaching. It's metalmotivation.com/Life Domination Coaching. I'd love to see you there. This is CJ the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.